first reveal the Galaxy S9 Plus, we did not notice anything different from the S8 Plus. Samsung claims most of the improvements are all under the hood, where it matters the most. Hey, what's up guys, Kim here with Yuga Tech, and today we're sharing with you a full review of the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. Just like the S9, the Galaxy S9 Plus follows the same design DNA as the Galaxy S8 Plus. On the exterior, there is not a lot of noticeable changes from the Galaxy S8 Plus to the Galaxy S9 Plus. The dimensions have slightly changed, but not that obvious unless you put them side by side. The S9 Plus is a bit thicker though at 8.5mm compared to the 8.1mm of the S8 Plus. The device is slightly shorter than the S8 Plus due to the narrow top and bottom bezels. The placement of the physical buttons is the same but not exactly identical. The power button is on the right, volume controls on the left, along with a dedicated Bixby button. SIM card slot up top along with the noise cancelling mic, while the Type-C charging port is at the bottom, flanked by the 3.5mm audio port, primary mic, and the speaker grill. There are no physical buttons at the front, while the sensor, speakerphone, and front-facing camera are all squeezed at the top bezel. At the back is a dual camera with a dual-tone, dual LED flash right beside it. The only significant physical modification Samsung has made is the extra rear camera and the placement of the fingerprint scanner below the rear camera instead of beside it. That simple change in placement certainly made a lot of sense, as it made it easier to reach the finger when unlocking the phone. The device also has IP68 dust and water resistance of up to 1.5 meters for 30 minutes. The Galaxy S9 Plus retains the same 6.2-inch display from the S8 Plus with a similar screen-to-body ratio. Samsung employs the same Super AMOLED display, so expect the same vibrant and rich colors, crisp details, and high contrast. Outdoor visibility is pretty good too. It's got the same HDR10 compliance for better viewing, with HDR-enabled services like Netflix or Amazon Prime Video. The Galaxy S9 Plus features a high screen resolution of 2960 by 1440 pixels, WQHD+, giving it a pixel density of 529 ppi. Protecting the display is Gorilla Glass 5, with the back panel also using the same for better resistance against scratches and accidental drops. Same as before, the glass curves towards the edges to give it that seamless look. The Galaxy S9 Plus now features stereo speakers. The first one is placed at the bottom, where it is usually found, and the second one comes from the top corner on the speakerphone. This gives the phone a much better sound coverage when listening to music or watching a movie. The volume is also much louder but does not distort even at highest level. The box also comes with AKG earphones that sounds good and comfortable to wear. Samsung uses Sony image sensors for its cameras. The rear shooter is a combo of dual cameras with a secondary lens, having a wide-angle field of view. The second camera is what separates the Galaxy S9 Plus from the Galaxy S9. We're glad that the secondary rear camera is now independent of the primary camera and features a wide-angle field of view, similar to what LG has been doing with their G and V series smartphones. The setup is much more practical and useful, especially for those who prefer shooting scenic or landscape shots. The primary 12-megapixel sensor has a variable aperture that goes wide open at f1.5 but can be adjusted to f2.4. At f1.5, the camera can see better at low light, even better than the naked eye. It also allows it to shoot objects with a creamy bokeh in the background. At f2.4, it allows just enough light not to overexpose, especially in very bright situations like during high noon. We originally thought that you can toggle the aperture between f1.5 to f2.4, but as it turns out, there's just these two as the only options. The camera adjusts the aperture in auto mode, but you can also set the aperture manually in pro mode. With a built-in optical image stabilization, the camera can shoot better with fewer shakes or blurry images. The wide aperture allows it to shoot at higher shutter speeds, making shots more accurate. On top of the usual 4K video recording, the Galaxy S9 Plus can now shoot slow-mo shots of up to 960 frames per second. The resolution is decent at 720p, and the capture time is about 0.2 seconds. On playback, that should give you about 6 seconds of slow-mo footage at 30 fps. The front-facing camera has an 8-megapixel sensor with an f1.7 aperture with 1080p video recording. Selfies are great with enough blur or bokeh to separate the subject from the background. Facial details and skin tones are accurately captured. The front camera also has an entertaining feature called AR Emojis. It basically scans and analyzes your face and creates an avatar similar to what we've seen with the iPhone X's Animoji feature. It's a laudable effort, but nothing comes close to the Animoji of the iPhone X. The Galaxy S9 Plus runs on Android 8.0 Oreo right out of the box, and this is heavily customized by Samsung Experience 9.0 UI. The interface is simple and clean, relies a lot on swipes to navigate. If you don't like the default theme, there are a lot of alternative ones available in the theme store for free. Signature UI features such as App Edge, People Edge, and Clipboard Edge are all present on the Galaxy S9 Plus. These can be really great features once you get used to using them. For security, there are 3 options for biometric identification. The fingerprint scanner at the back, which you can set for up to 4 unique fingerprints, the iris scanner, and the facial recognition. The Galaxy S9 Plus is powered by a new Exynos 9810 chipset, which is fabricated using the 10nm process. The device is blazing fast, performs in tip-top shape, and smoothly handles everything we threw at it. This is paired with 6GB of RAM and 64GB, 128GB, or 256GB of UFS 2.1 internal storage. The upgrade to the new 10nm chipset is expected. The Exynos 9810 Octa was already announced last January, so we have a good amount of knowledge about it. The high-powered Exynos M3 clocks in at 2.7 GHz per core, while the power-efficient processor is composed of a quad-core ARM Cortex A55 running at 1.8 GHz. Running the GPU department is a Mali G72 MP18 graphics. This is similar to the one running in the Huawei Mate 10, but with more cores. The Galaxy S9 Plus scored an impressive 240,270 points in Antutu. This puts the Exynos 8910 on top of the charts, beating even the iPhone X. The Exynos 9810 on the S9 Plus is a huge improvement over the Exynos 8895 on the S8 Plus. The single core speed now goes up to 2.7 GHz from 2.3 GHz. Also, the Mali G72 MP18 GPU is way better than the Mali G71 MP20, as reflected in the benchmark scores. In terms of connectivity, the same set of options are available: fast Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 5.0, NFC, GPS, and 4G LTE connectivity. The LTE modem is now Category 18 with support for up to 6 carrier aggregation and a combined speed of 1.2 gigabits per second. There's dual SIM support but is hybrid, so the second nano SIM tray is swappable with a microSD card of up to 400 gigabytes. The Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus is packed with a 3,500 mAh internal battery, same as the one found in the S8 Plus. Using our standard PC Mark battery test, the Galaxy S9 clocked in at 10 hours and 21 minutes at 50% brightness, 0 volume, and in an airplane mode. That's almost the same results we got from the Galaxy S8 Plus last year at 10 hours and 23 minutes. As expected, the device supports fast wired charging via USB Type-C, as well as fast wireless charging. Charging time is about 70 to 80 minutes from 0 to fully charged. While the Galaxy S9 Plus may not look that much different from the Galaxy S8 Plus, much of the improvements were made under the hood. Don't fix something that ain't broken, right? It's got a slightly more compact and an almost identical design, a more practical placement of the fingerprint scanner, and an inclusion of stereo speakers are all nice. There's 30% improved performance, higher memory and storage options, a dual camera setup at the back, better speaker system, and a more polished operating system all make the S9 Plus a pretty solid flagship phone. If there's one thing that really surprised us this time around, that would be the retail price. At 52,990 pesos, it's more expensive than the Galaxy Note 8. One would wonder how much a Galaxy Note 9 cost once it's announced. Samsung is really testing its brand value, and based on their sales performance with the Galaxy Note 8, we think they will still do just well with the Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus. Anyway, that's all for now, and if you have any specific questions about the Galaxy S9 Plus, just leave a comment in the comment section down below. Hit the like button if you like this video, or consider subscribing to our YouTube channel for more content. Again, this is Kim, and see you in the next video. Bye!